Let's turn this month around. It's Friday. I just got back from work. I went to the supermarket to literally just get snacks. And I'm hoping that I can vlog how I turned my month around in one weekend. My vlog is gonna have three goals. The first one is to cheer myself up. The second one is to read a book, at least, because I have not been reading at all. It's been dreary. It's been a rough month. The third goal is going to be to clean my house and organize because it's a mess. Now, I'm not gonna film myself cleaning my litter box, but I hope that I can show you how I cheer myself up. As you can tell, Cash is really anxious for me to play with him, so I'm gonna go do that and I'll check back in. One last thing. Believe the hype, cotton candy grapes are delicious. So it's Saturday and I am really happy because I completed one of the goals of the vlog, which was to finish a book. And it is a book that is actually a women in translation book. It's a graphic novel. She also illustrated the book and it is translated from Italian. Papaya Salad by Elisa Macellari. And she is Thai Italian and this is originally in Italian. And it's a gorgeous graphic novel. As you can see, it has like colored edges or splayed edges, is that what it's called? And it's just so beautiful. It's biographical. It's about her grandfather who was in the Thai diplomatic army, which I'm not really quite sure what that means. I'll have to do a little research on that, but his name is Sompong and it chronicles his life during World War II and how he actually fell in love with the author's grandmother. The art is gorgeous and basically he grew up in Thailand. It starts with him telling tales of how his family traveled because his father was a sheriff and how they're basically like escaping the tigers when they were out in the wilderness in the jungle. Sompong has a really wild imagination and you get to see some magical realism elements in this story. His family had aspirations for him to be a doctor, but even though his family wanted him to be a doctor, he wanted to actually travel the world and learn languages. And so he gets to do that, but it's because of World War II. He shares a lot of his experiences, including becoming a prisoner of war in many European countries and eventually being transferred to the United States. I don't want to give too much away. He was treated really poorly because people thought that he was Japanese. Cash is here and that's why this is moving. Talks about love, faith, and it's just really gorgeous. Look at this, like how beautiful is this? So it talks about him being sent to a diplomatic mission to Berlin, but Berlin starts getting bombed during that time, and he talks about how people just dealt with that and how the Thai embassy was like the only building there, like standing. And it's just really harrowing, but also like so gorgeous. I cannot recommend this enough. I've been in the mood for nonfiction. I feel like I've been reading a lot of graphic novels this year because my brain can't handle anything else and I like the illustrations, but I think I'm gonna stick to nonfiction for the rest of the month and maybe for next month because I just find it so beautiful. I'm wearing my Obey hoodie and it has a little caterpillar. And that's literally the only reason I got it. I mean, I like Obey too, but has a caterpillar with his sunglasses. And I just think it's so cute, even though I look like a teenager. Nothing wrong with looking like a teenager, right? So I did some cleaning this morning. I read a book, and now we're going to Lynn, to a noodle bar, and to a gift shop, and maybe to just walk around. And we're just gonna take the train and the bus there. I think I associate Lynn with being cheered up because last year I was having a really bad weekend, and my friend Pam kidnapped me and took me to Lynn, and we had the best time. And so I kind of want to recreate create that, and hopefully I will fulfill my goal of cheering myself up. I feel like this book did cheer me up, even though it was like sad at times. I can't wait to see what the rest of the weekend brings me because it's been really relaxing. So enjoy the footage. So we took the train and the bus to Lynn, Massachusetts in the North Shore to visit a store called Ravestone Gifts. It's a really cute store. They have a lot of crystals, a lot of witchy things. They also sell bugs and butterflies. We just wanted to take all of these home. This place is so vibey. It's so lush. It's so stinking cute. They also had a lot of creepy, paranormal, Halloween-y stuff, and I've been into that since I was a kid. I honestly wish that it was Halloween year-round. It was really nice to walk around and look at their murals and art, and we also stopped for some boba and some mochi ice cream. In truth, we were just waiting around until the noodle bar our friend told us about opened, and when it did open, we found out that it was like super exclusive. They managed to squeeze us in, but we were like super underdressed. That's Dan. We found out that the restaurant only offered tastings, and so we ended up having a 7-course meal with wine pairings. We splurged, and it was really delicious. We felt really spontaneous and a little bit extra. After that, we were in a race against time to go see the sunset at the beach. I love chasing sunrises and sunsets, especially near bodies of water. Yeah, what is that? It's Sunday. I have a head cold. I just woke up, tried to go on a sunrise walk. It was too late, but it was still really nice. Cash wants to say hi. So yesterday was wild. It was really fun. I'm gonna show you really quickly what I got. The first thing I bought was this tarot reader sweatshirt. So cute. I might wear it, so I'm recording a video today. Second thing I got were these beaded bracelets. This one is for mindfulness, and this one is for creativity. I'm gonna pop those there. I also got these earrings. Star and the moon, so beautiful. And I got this sticker. It's a little alien in a bathtub. I love bathtubs, and sometimes I feel like an alien. The last thing I got was this beautiful, there's glare, but it's this beautiful owl butterfly, which I think is gorgeous. I can't wait to hang it up. I have another butterfly I got there, and it just brightens my day. I want to get more bugs. I think I have achieved goal number 2, which is to cheer myself up. I wanted to say one more thing about papaya salad. I just love that the author was able to write down her grandfather's stories, and it makes me really sad because my grandfather was a World War II veteran, and he was stationed in like an island in Japan. I really wish I had talked to him more. He even lived in my house, so I had no excuse, and I wish I had written down some of the things he said or recorded him. So as I said, I'm in a nonfiction kick, kind of. I have a lot to do today. I have to film a video, I have to do some things for work, and I have to clean because that was my third thing I wanted to do. For that though, I'm gonna try to read this. I got it at the library on Friday before I went grocery shopping as like a pick-me-up, and this was recommended. It's called A Comic About Gender, Fine, and it's written by Rhea, Ewing, an illustrator from University of Wisconsin-Madison, and they ask questions about gender and gender expression, and it's all interviews that they've done with different people. It's black and white, but it seems like a very personal story. So I'm gonna spend hopefully part of the morning reading this, and then I will get the rest of my chores done, but I definitely want to read one more book. This sounds up my alley. So enriching my mind this morning. Cheers. hello. So I just finished filming a video with my backdrop and I just wanted to give you a little behind the scenes look. These are Dan's bookshelves, he's my husband, and these are my bookshelves. This room is a mess, but I tried to make this part cute so I at least have a place to film like sit down videos. There's a day bed here that doesn't fit. There's like just so much clutter. This is gonna be my little project maybe for spring break or for summer break, hopefully spring break, is to make this room like my special room. I finished Fine, which is a comic about gender. I spent all morning reading it. It felt so nice to just sit and drink my coffee and just read, and I've forgotten how much I like nonfiction. I think that if I were to go back to school, I would probably, actually, I know I would get a PhD in applied linguistics because that's what I would love to study, but had I stayed in school and not become a teacher like right after college, I probably would have gone on and applied to PhD programs to study gender because I've always just had a love for sociology. This book is so good. The author uses they them pronouns and they are so great at like capturing different themes and different conversations about gender, and it makes you think about things you take for granted like going to the bathroom. They interview 56 people from the Midwest and just kind of catalog themes that they found. This has been a project that has taken the author like 10 years from when they started to publication. They thought they would like write a zine about gender, but they ended up creating a whole book and actually inserting their own life experiences. And it's like, why do I want to talk to people about gender? And it's like, oh yeah, I'm still discovering my gender and I want to figure out like who I am or how I can best express myself. I think that this author does a really good job of capturing the different experiences that people have based on their own backgrounds. They acknowledge their privilege. They talk about the different terms that people use and acknowledge that some people might use certain language that might seem offensive or might seem outdated, but they just want to capture the people and not kind of police their language. They also talk a lot about gender identity and gender expression and how those two things might be different. How you might express yourself in one way, but your gender identity might be another. If that makes sense. It talks about how our healthcare system is just like really broken and how people are just not taken seriously when they come out to their doctors as trans. And one like good line that I thought here that made a big impression on me was by Ignacio, who I believe is Two-Spirit and Puerto Rican, and they say trans people are usually the people who bring up gender, but gender should be something that everyone is talking about. And how, you know, gender can be toxic, or gender is toxic to everyone. Like stringent or like rigid gender rules really can and do harm people. And so it's an exploration of that. And I just thought that the author displayed so much vulnerability in explaining how they came to terms with who they were and how their partner came to terms with who they were as well. I think I want to purchase this for my GSA Club's library because I feel like a lot of students would love to read this and would get a lot out of it. I think this would be helpful for anyone to read, so I highly recommend it. I think it's so great that both Papaya Salad and Fine were recommended by librarians in the Boston Public Libraries and that I just happened to pick these up. I'm sad that I don't own them, but I'm trying to not buy as much. This has been a really successful reading weekend. I'm really happy with everything that I've read, everything that I've done. I'm a little exhausted, to be honest, because I still have my head cold and have a lot of work to do and a lot of cleaning to do, but I have successfully cheered myself up, I think. I don't know how this vlog is gonna end, so on second thought, I am exhausted, so I'm gonna end this vlog here. It has been such a pleasure to show you my weekend and to practice vlogging. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you have any recommendations for nonfiction graphic novels or just any nonfiction in general, please let me know downstairs or if you want to connect, and I hope you have a lovely day. Thank you for watching. Peace.